Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's vsPHI. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Two and a throw right away. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run. Here's vsPHI. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A run straight ahead with vsPHI. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team. All right, anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Right back to vsPHI on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now vsPHI on first and 10. They'll take this to the 46. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. He's sacked at the 24. And the first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now the 3rd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's good for an Eagles. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now the 7-0 lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And forget about finding a way. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a boom route. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That ball caught. It's chosen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone.
Dallas Flowers on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run pass.
And he hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
All right, come on.
This is 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses can put the running backs into the passing offense and be able to swing the ball around, check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. He's got his line back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run behind center with Gainwell. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gainwell. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now to have the extra point. And we've got a good one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And that one blown up quickly. He's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down moment. On third down, Achane. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw caught by Achane. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. He'll dump this off to Achane. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on fourth down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Stopping it from 5 seconds to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Hurts changing up the play. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Oh, some strong running, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
That's complete to the tight end, Salter. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On first down, back to Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are getting tackles, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And inches at the 18-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And he will take it in for a Dolphin Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
14 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Again, it's Achane. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is caught.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. they'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution is a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Phillips looking like he may be a long-term centerpiece of the Miami defense. Put up 7 sacks last season. The Fins, they're hoping he can become a game wrecker here in year 3.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, it's Gainwell. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That is what we do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets it to his running back, Rashaad Penny. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashaad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And things going to be more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Kenneth Gainwell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
We'll always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
That one complete to Hill. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down and 8. A give, running right, Achane. And now the rookie's free. Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Achane is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Tagovailoa out to his left. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.